What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Okay, guys. The last one I put out about the brand new event coming out, including the new leaked gem system, had a lot of people shook. Had a lot of interesting comments from there, and I want to talk a little bit about that and address it. So I'm on my free-to-play account, just so you guys are aware. This is the SR only account, SR units, SR weapons only, no SSRs allowed. And I wanted to kind of discuss the main topic at hand here that came from that whole video and the conversations that it stirred. So first off, shout out to me for getting number 4 as a free-to-play player. I think that's pretty damn bomb. But it's interesting to see the comments. And I'm going to be real with you guys. And while I'm doing this, sorry, I'm going to try to continue this stage here and see if I can finish it off at 13k power, okay? It kind of had me interested in the conversations that were being brought up, specifically around pay to win. And I want to talk about this, and I want to be real with you guys, okay? Because you guys know at this point, if you've been watching me for quite some time, I've been very transparent about everything in this game. I am not sponsored by Netmarble, nor do I care to be sponsored by Netmarble. So for me, this is going to be a candid, honest opinion about everything that's going on in this game. And I think the conversation has kind of turned into fear-mongering. Now, hear me out, okay? I'm going to be very delicate about how I say this. I don't want to pull any punches, but I also don't want to kind of misrepresent my whole point about what I want to say. Is this game pay to win? Listen, I've been in the gacha world for 15 plus years now. I've seen it all. I've seen every kind of game you could possibly think of, okay? Pay to win, free to play, you name it. Now, there has to always be a fine balance between the two, because here's the honest truth. If you have a game that's too free to play, companies die. They don't make money, they close down, and the game is shut. That's honest truth, okay? There's no way to escape that, unfortunately. Now, there is also something else way too much pay to win, right? You cannot advance without paying something. Free-to-play players don't have any chance in hell of advancing, or even a chance in playing the game properly without spending any form of money. That also exists, okay? Let's take a look at, for example, Diablo Immortal, right? Where people spend $110,000, $120,000 in the beginning, but now it's become more free-to-play friendly. Let's take that whole concept and bring it over to this game. Okay, so solo leveling Arise. Now, we know a couple things about this game right away. First off, you guys can see here, I have a free-to-play account using SR units only. Forget SSRs. That is not even part of the equation right now. Okay, this is strictly SR units. Now, how far have I been able to get in 25 days, right, guys? Let's be real. I've been able to get right to the end of the game on normal mode and successfully, almost successfully at this point, beat it. That doesn't scream pay to win to me. What this game has are a lot of flawed systems. And I will say that. There are a lot of flawed systems. This game needs a lot more work to fix a lot of bugs and a lot of other issues around it. But do I think it's pay to win? I think that's the wrong way to look at it. And I'm being completely transparent with you guys. I think calling something pay to win, you have to understand, means you cannot do anything without paying. Like, you have to win. If you want to win, you have to pay. That's not how this works. I think this is the most fine balanced game. Now, before you guys start talking about, yes, Payne, this has been a great thing for your channel, so of course you're going to say good things about it. Yes, of course it has been. Let's be real, though. I've been in the gacha game for a while. I've already said this. I've also been content creator for some time now. I can be real with you guys. There's always going to be a transition period between where a game does really well for my channel and then it stops doing really well. That transition period has now, the honeymoon phase, as I call it, has now kind of ended for me. Right? It's now if we're going to be real, this game has slowed down a lot for me. So do I care about that? No. At the end of the day, I'm enjoying the game because I'm always a player first, community member first before I am a content creator. So as a player and as a content creator, I'll be real. This game is doing a lot of things right, even though it's doing some things wrong. I have not been so excited about a game in quite some time as I have been for this. Okay? It's not pay to win. Pay to advance, sure. There's no PvP currently. Pay to advance, sure. Do the events matter that much to you as a free-to-play player? Do you care about completing the full event? If you do, it all depends on how you see things. If that matters that much to you, then yes, this game will be considered pay to win because you can't finish most events without having some form of currency. Is character acquisition a major part for you to enjoy the game? If it is, then you know what? You might consider this pay to win because it's really difficult to get limited tickets and get regular tickets, right? After you've done the story mode specifically. So it all depends on how you see things. If to you that's what matters most, those specific things I just mentioned, and it's bothering you, then yes, this game is going to be considered pay to win. But to actually be able to finish content, it's not pay to win at all. Because you can finish all content as a free-to-play player and have no problem. Look at TY Pal, look at myself right now with this. Look at other people who are free-to-play players and have been able to finish it off. So where I'm going with this is, you have to remember, this game came out early access. It was not supposed to have a large crowd of people playing it, but it did because everybody loves the IP. Obviously, it's a huge IP. And for those people who wanted to play it, decided to VPN. Now the numbers are skewed, and I think the sample size was meant to be small to see how the product would do in 2 regions and if people were willing to spend on it. Now the spending obviously is like skyrocketed because everyone around the world has been spending and playing, and now the numbers look crazy. So now the devs, of course, are going to say, okay, you know what? This game is killing it. Let's make more pay-to-win options and see what happens. Of course they're going to do that, guys. Bottom line, they're here to make money. It's not about you and I. It's never going to be about you and I. To them, it's about their money, okay? And their main vested interest is not going to be for free-to-play players to have fun in the game. Their main interest is going to be, at the end of the day, because they're a company, to make money. And that's targeting their whales. So, will it become pay-to-win in the future? Who knows? But I'm not going to say that yet, because at the moment where I stand, it's not pay-to-win. It's pay-to-advance. It's pay-to-convenience. But you can absolutely get everything done and do well as a free-to-play player. This is one of the things that I hate about gacha cultures, and I'm part of it, so I'm gonna put myself in that situation too. We all feel fearmonger, right? We all talk about stuff as content creators sometimes that make other people scared of, the future or what the game has. No matter what we say, as content creators have some form of leverage on people's minds. I've tried my best not to be negative about this game because it's early access. Like, what the hell is there to be negative about? It's doing great early access wise. Now, 2-3 months down the line, if things start to become super bad, you're going to hear the honest truth from me, obviously, about it, right? But I don't want to judge a game before it has the opportunity to even come out. And yes, it's not even out yet, technically. So, guys, I think maybe the way I'm looking at this point, right, as a player and as a community member and as a content creator, is that we maybe have to give this game a little bit more time before we can truly say it's fully pay to win. Yes, the gold system sucks. Yes, there are flaws, but that's not a pay to win situation. That is literally a flawed system that will most likely not be a gatekeeper in the future. I promise you, I can probably say almost 100% that gold will not be a problem in the next 2 months. You know what's going to be a problem? A brand new system that comes out. Blessing stones are going to be a problem. Diamonds will, the diamonds, sorry. The gems will be a problem. Gear will be a problem. 8 pieces will be a problem. I think those are what we're going to see more of an issue. Gold is eventually going to not be an issue. I almost 100% can guarantee that. Because every gacha has to have a gate. Because they're not AAA games. There's not enough content for you to just steamroll through and then complain there's not enough to do, right? These games are built to have gates. They're purposely, because if you finish everything, the devs have nothing else for you to do. They have nothing else to offer you, and you're going to quit their game. So they need a way to stop progression from happening, unless you're willing to pay primo dollars, right? And again, this is a very normal cultural gacha thing that every company does. So I'm shocked that people don't understand. Not that they don't understand. You guys are smart. I know you guys understand how this works. But I'm surprised that you guys are surprised yourselves that there is so much gatekeeping in a game that is early access. So all in all, I don't think this game is pay to win. Right now, as of today. Okay, we're talking about as of today. What the future holds, whole different story. It may end up being completely pay to win. And I mean, again, you as a company build your reputation based on your actions. So Netmarble has had some bad reputations with a few games that they've brought out in the past. They've also done some really good decisions in the past as well too, right? So personally, I think 7 Deadly Sins is a prime example of good and bad decisions. They've had really good decisions, they've had really bad decisions, but at the end of the day, the game is still alive and still doing really well financially, because I think ultimately they've made good overall decisions in that game. And I think, from what it looks like, this game might be following those footsteps. Now, I don't know what that means to you as a player, or if you ever play 7 Deadly Sins. Some of you might be turned off by that. Some of you might not. But again, I'm just guessing of what's going to be happening. But I don't want to instantly reject the possibility that this game will be super balanced. And currently is not pay to win. All right, guys, that's my take on the whole situation. I just want to talk about it because I see all these comments, and I don't have time to always answer every single one. So sometimes I just think it's easier to make a video about it and just give you guys my full take, and then we can have a discussion in the comment section about it as well too. But yeah, guys, I think let's be real. It's not even out yet. Let's give this game a little bit of a chance to at least exist in its in its original form, not its early access form, and then maybe then would it make more sense to make a full-on, I guess, assessment on it when it's out for about, let's say, 2 to 3 months. You guys will hear the honest opinion of it by then from me. Yeah, so that's all I want to talk about. This is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.